the most dangerous sound I've ever heard. Sharia!
You have the right to know if there are sex offenders in your neighborhood. So shouldn't you also have the right to know if there are radical mosques in your neighborhood? Hi everybody, I'm Joe Citizen of the Joe Citizen Show, formerly on WLVJ 1040 in South Florida, and I'm here to ask for your support. Worsening events are making it very difficult for me to remain silent, so I'm asking for your help to get me, Joe Citizen, back on the air as an advocate for American interests. Many people are afraid to openly sponsor controversial shows, and this gives everyone an opportunity to be anonymous and still be a part of it. In 2004, the day after Nick Berg, an American who was working in Iraq, got his head cut off, I knocked on the door of a local mosque with questions that big media to this day have still not asked your neighborhood mosques. The imam invited me on his Muslim radio shows as a special guest, and to protect others, I became Joe Citizen. I was hoping to be able to dismiss some of the fears we had about political Islam, but little did I know that my worst fears would pale in comparison to what the shocking reality is, that there is a jihadist conspiracy to overthrow the United States government and, ultimately, the world. This is their caliphate. You can see it happening in different stages all over the world right now. I told that Muslim radio audience that if they came here to be part of the American dream, they would be welcomed and embraced. I even told them they'd be American heroes if they'd help the FBI. However, if they came here to change us, then they should be considered as invaders, not immigrants. Sharia law is not compatible whatsoever with our Constitution, and, in fact, is the antithesis of our Constitution, which it aims to replace. Therefore, if a U.S. citizen is promoting Sharia law in America, he should be arrested and tried for sedition. And if foreign nationals are coming here to promote Sharia in America, it's invasion, not immigration. Furthermore, any mosques or institutions promoting Sharia law in America need to be shut down. That's what I said in 2004. Nothing has changed. Our mission today is to make certain that America does not follow suit of the European countries now being swallowed up by Islamism, even while Muslims are still very small minorities in their host countries. Currently, we're headed down the same path. We will sound the alarm to expose these inconvenient truths. Jihad did not start or end on 9/11, and they have been fighting us ever since. The 19 September 11th terrorists were not poor, uneducated, or crazy, nor did they pervert or hijack Islam. Rather, the opposite. They followed Islam. Islam has done absolutely nothing to change any of its dynamics which caused 9/11. Our infrastructure, government, law enforcement, even our kids' textbooks have been infiltrated by Islamist operatives and propagandists prosecuting stealth jihad or creeping Sharia. Jihad will never stop unless it is forced to stop. So there are only three possible outcomes. We submit and convert to Islam, we fight, or Islam undergoes reformation. Have you noticed that when it comes to all things Islam, our government won't defend us, our media won't inform us? We the people have to do it for ourselves. Please help us warn our fellow Americans. Now, I've been offered a generous deal with a 50,000-watt radio station to present a new show called The Counter-Jihad Update Hour with me, Joe Citizen, Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m., blanketing large numbers of drivers. I can produce and host this show for 1 full year and break even for $90,000. Our mainstream media and this administration have literally covered up the magnitude of the threat of jihad in America and the world. That's why we need to do this in the first place, and why we must keep pounding out the truth. We may not have a lot of time. The OIC, Hillary Clinton, and Huma Abedin are all buddies. The OIC's function is to make it a crime to criticize Islam, as it is in Europe. Once that happens and we lose our freedom of speech, it's all over. We must expose and stop jihad. We must protect our Judeo-Christian culture. We desperately need your help to wake our country up from this insanity. Please help me unleash Joe Citizen again, and let's make a difference.
Sharia!